Hey, huge movie fanatic Nate coming at you for another famed trailer review or review of a trailer. I'm coming at you to review the trailer for, or a trailer for, I don't know how many trailers there are, probably just this one at this point, maybe forever, of a movie by the name of Godzilla Resurgence. No, this is not a sequel to the absolutely abysmal 2014 America-made, Made in America Godzilla movie. It's an actual made in Japan Godzilla movie, which is probably going to come out in Japan this year, I imagine, and hopefully very soon thereafter on, North America or wherever else in DVD slash Blu-ray or whatever. So back when they did on the 50th anniversary of Godzilla, when they released Godzilla, when Japan, Toho or whatever shot and released the movie Godzilla Final Wars, they said before that movie came out, I think, that that was gonna be the last Godzilla movie for at least 10 years. And as a Godzilla fan, especially loving the the 21st century Toho Godzilla movies, that was kind of a bummer. But I mean, they made a lot of them, pretty much just back to back for a while. So it was also understandable. So sure enough, about 10 years later, or well, I guess more like 12 years later, the Toho has gotten together a group of, Jap, Jap, Japanese people and shot another Godzilla movie for the first time in about 12 years, 11, 12 years. So that's very cool. And it's coming out by the name of Godzilla Resurgence, which is a really kind of a cool title. And I just recently watched the trailer, which is I'm going to review right now. Some people have said in forums and stuff that they like the kind of just the music background, which is kind of cool. I gotta tell you, now this is, no, don't, for you Godzilla fans, don't quit, watching my review just yet, because I gotta tell, let me just get the bads out of the way first. It's kind of like unimpressive. The only thing, it's just kind of like these random, almost like the editor just, in his sleep picked random shots from the movie of just whatever. I mean, the trailer's just music, no sound effects, no nothing, and just random shots of whatever. And then kind of towards the end or whatever, there's more Godzilla shots. I will say the Godzilla shots in the trailer are awesome. It's kind of harkens back to the very first appearance of Godzilla in 1954, has that look combined with what the hell movie was it when Godzilla was, I think that was Godzilla versus Destroya, which was the last one of the Godzilla movie, of the 90s, I think. That's when they killed him off, well, actually until 99 when they did the first Millennium series, but in the mid 90s or whatever, I think they killed off Godzilla for a few years there with Godzilla versus Destroya, and he had this really cool look where, because Godzilla is part whatever, fueled or part atomic energy or whatever. So in Godzilla, what would I say? Godzilla versus Destroya, I think that's the last one of the mid 90s or whatever. He's got this kind of cool lava, like it's normal Godzilla, but he's steaming, and there's jets of steam shooting out of his out of whatever in his neck, or I haven't seen it for a long time, shooting out of different areas, but he's all like it's like molten spots on him and stuff. It looks really cool. So he's like a meltdown in that movie. So what I'm trying to say very long-windedly is that this Godzilla looks the same, or something along those lines. It's a combination of the original Godzilla from the 1954 classic movie, and that molten lava-esque whatever look, which is kind of cool. I mean, they only did it that one time in Godzilla versus Destroya, so it's kind of cool to bring that back. I'm not too sure about that shot at the beginning of the kind of the puppet head just going, I think it was moving a little too fast and spastic, but Godzilla suit, as far as I can tell, Godzilla suit is back, and they fantastically integrated, as they did so well in the many of the, if not all of the 21st century Toho Godzilla movies. They integrate very well the guy in the suit into actual shots of whatever city or real outdoor landscapes and stuff to give it the appearance of the guy in the suit being actually. So it's more of that. So it's not just pure, luckily it's not pure CG Godzilla from what I can tell. It's a guy in a suit, which is fantastic. Long story short, the trailer is kind of underwhelming, unfortunately. The only, the good thing about it, of course, are the Godzilla shots. There's this cool shot where a camera's like on a tank and the turret's turning, and you see the shot of, the Godzilla in the background. So the Godzilla like shots in the trailer are awesome. They completely make up for the kind of more or less lackluster, trailer as a whole, and the shot of a really sexy ass Asian chick, so that'll be fun. Obviously, as a Godzilla fan and the owner of, the owner of every single Godzilla movie ever made, I'm obviously excited to see it, and I'm sure the movie will be better than that mostly, not too impressive trailer, with the exception of Godzilla shots. I'm sure it'll be kind of cool, and looking forward to listening to the music. A lot of them Godzilla movies of the Millennium series had such great scores. I got a couple of CD soundtracks of some of the scores, really cool and whatever. So, obviously, if you want a Godzilla movie done right, you got to make it in Japan. As far as I'm concerned, there's been two abysmal North American attempts to do it, and Hollywood, take note. This is hopefully this movie is going to be a perfect example of how to do Godzilla right. I can't say that, of course, for sure, because I haven't seen the movie, just the trailer with some cool Godzilla shots. But at any rate, that's my thoughts on I think, first and only, at this point, Godzilla Resurgence trailer there is. I'm not sure, but it's a Godzilla Resurgence trailer. So feel free to let me know what you think about, the trailer for Godzilla Resurgence and the whole idea of him coming back. Actually Toho making another Godzilla movie, it's like about time. I'm like over 10 years older than I was when the last Toho Godzilla movie came out, but that probably applies to everyone, so it's probably not just a me thing. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this probably overly long, just rambly trailer review of Godzilla Resurgence, and as always, I'll catch you in the next video.